busy. What am I supposed to do all weekend?
Hi.
So, remind me how you're a high school friend?
I'm a high school
Good
friend.
man.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Say it.
All the way here.
That's good man.
It's Stephanie.
I live in Amsterdam. You all the way here by Amsterdam? Well, I flew actually to Alabama and then did Thanksgiving with my family and then came up here. And then I'll fly back to Amsterdam from here. Well, you must be so excited moving to Switzerland because you can see it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, what was your terrible day? Sorry.
Yeah. What happened?
The terrible part was that, so I have two wallets and one of them got stolen.
How?
I was on the bus. I took the bus. that was it. So I have like a little fanny pack that I use, that I was using a lot in the city because it's, very safe and you can wear it crossbody and all that stuff. Sorry, I'm like,
you go for it.
there we go. So because it was pouring rain when I left the hotel right after I saw you, Steph.
Yeah.
I didn't have it across my body because I couldn't zip up my coat all the way with it. So I had it just inside that little bag, the little laptop bag I had. And when I was waiting at the bus stop, I got out my little fanny pack because I had like $7 and my bank card in there, thinking to pay the bus fare, and they wound up having a little tap machine, so I just tapped the phone on it instead of using that. But went and sat down on my seat and rode the however many blocks and got up, and I honestly don't remember, like, did I just have it sitting in my lap? Did I drop it? Did I put it back in the bag and the strap was hanging out the side? I honestly don't know. But I got out at my stop, which was right by Millennial Park, and met some friends at the University Club for coffee. And my husband had sent me a message asking me to try to reset a password on something so that he could use something. And I was checking my email and I saw an alert from Chase and Wells Fargo, and whoever wound up with my bag, they had gotten off at the same stop because they had gone to the Starbucks right there, and bought $400 worth of probably gift cards.
Wow.
And then they had gone to Macy's and spent $1,200.
Oh my gosh.
So I had to quickly, call the bank, do that. I went over to the Macy's and just said it in case. My hope is that they used cards and they just threw out the wallet. Mm-hmm. And if they did, maybe somebody at Macy's will find it.
Yeah.
So I need to call the.
Is your ID in
I had two IDs in there. I had my U.S. driver's license and my Dutch residency card.
Oh no.
Which nobody here will know what to do with their Dutch residency card, and it doesn't have any identifying details on it, thankfully. But it's just annoying.
Well, getting another one of those.
I have to get another one.
Yeah.
And it's just annoying because it's like, well, now somebody has both my card and my ID.
Right. Oh.
So, I still need to call the credit bureaus and just flag my account.
Yeah.
Do all that. But I at least got both the cards,
Shut down.
stopped. So again, my hope is just that once they realize they couldn't use the cards anymore,
Mm-hmm.
we'll throw it away.
That's so annoying.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was,
so
thankfully
sorry.
that's all that was in there. That and my AirPods, that was all that was in there.
Okay.
So they were only the $100 ones, not the super nice ones, but I need to get another pair of those.
Man, that's so frustrating.
Yeah, so again, just annoying.
Yeah. Ick. But did you get your passport at least?
So thankfully, this was the other annoying thing that was in there. So I keep my passport in a little sleeve,
Okay.
to protect it. And in that sleeve, I also have my vaccine card with all my vaccines for the last 20 years on it, and just some other random stuff. I had like a photo of me and my husband, like all these random little things.
Oh.
And so that was in there as well.
Oh.
But I had gone to the passport office this morning to go renew my passport, so thank God I had already been there.
Yeah.
Dropped off my passport.
Right. Ugh.
So when I went back to the passport office to pick it up, they were like, "Do you have your receipt from earlier so that you can get in?" I was like, "No, it's stolen."
So how will you get back into Amsterdam?
So I got a new passport today.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So thankfully it just wasn't in there. I'll have to go through the long line for the passport stamp. Like there's the long line for visitors and people from wherever, and then there's the short line for like EU residents. So I have to go through the long line. But
What else would you use the Dutch residency card for?
honestly, I don't use it except for that.
Yeah. Ugh. That's so annoying. And so no one at Macy's saw it or anything was turned in?
No, but I mean, I went over there, within 90 minutes of them taking it. I mean, I was like, they just charged something in here, 30 minutes ago. So, if somebody finds the little bag or anything and turns it in, or finds something and turns it in,
It's just like creepy. It's like blood or stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, that's the thing. It's like, they have my ID. Like that. You can have the credit cards, you can have the cash, I don't care. Like, go have a shopping spree, but
Yeah.
just give me my IDs and my stuff back.
That's super annoying.
So what do you do there?
I work for Tesla,
Oh, cool.
so I work in their European office.
Good. ERP.
In their European office.
Oh, European office. Okay.
Yeah. So I was just having. Well, I had met up with somebody that I used to work with in Amsterdam, who is now like 60 and retired.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I met up with him and his wife for a lunch, and so I was super late meeting up with them because I was dealing with all this.
Yeah.
And we were trying to watch the Netherlands Argentina game.
Who won?
Argentina won in a shootout. So it was penalty kicks.
Really exciting.
So it was super exciting, but yeah, at some point I had to go back and pick up my passport, so I was like, I have to go, I'm so sorry, I've only been here a really short time. They're like, well, go and come back. I was like, okay.
Nice.
So I went and I came back, and then we wound up going somewhere else and like having a drink and having a little charcuterie board, so I haven't really had a dinner, but I had a big lunch and charcuterie board. And then they're like, we'll just drop you off at your hotel. Like, just tell us what time we need to, and then you texted me stuff, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go back now.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I think we were kind of thinking we would go back around that time, but
Okay.
and they live in this direction, so if nothing else, they were like, we could.
Close. That's cool.
Glad to not have to pay for Uber. It's really far.
This is really far.
Is this where you doesn't live out here?
I think she must look like this must be close to her house.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is so funny because they're not even staying there tonight.
Are they
But
not?
it's probably like their favorite.
Yeah, it's probably where they probably know the
spot.
bartenders and stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. But,
So do you guys all know her from college?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you all swim? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you both live in the city still? Or no?
No, I
It's not
live
a percent.
in Arizona.
Oh, okay.
Nashville.
Asheville?
Nashville.
Oh, Nashville. Oh, I almost went to Nashville.
no,
She's the same.
Yep. Florida. Florida girl.
Fun.
Yeah. How long do you think you'll stay in Amsterdam?
As long as I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like
Is your husband from there?
he's actually from Portugal. So he does not love it because he misses the sun.
Yeah.
We met in Portugal.
This is bad.
Yeah. This is about as far east in the Central Time Zone, I guess, as you can get just about.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I do not like the early dark.
What's that say dark right here?
It's earlier. It's like 5:30ish. If I work later, I have to turn on my light. My office is in my sunroom, and so I never need light, except for these months. But yeah. Does he paint? Does your husband paint?
Yeah.
Does he like go to galleries and sell his art, like how, or is he just like sell it out of your home?
He does a lot of commissions.
Okay.
So.
How would you describe his style?
Kind of impressionistic, I guess. And then he also does some abstracts.
Cool.
Yes.
Is he from Lisbon?
He's from Aveiro, which is a really like a small town near Porto, so more in the north. Yeah.
I've never been. I was supposed to do a race there.
Yeah?
In Cascais.
Cascais.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was supposed to do it in October of last year, and then I deferred, and then I decided it wasn't.
Do you like
I didn't want to do it, but it looks
Oh.
beautiful there. Like I
Yeah,
really want to
Cascais is
go.
Really beautiful. It's like a very almost like Hollywoodish type of like it's outside of Lisbon,
Uh huh.
like right on the coast.
Uh-huh.
Really, really pretty.
But he also drives me.
I would like to go someday.
Yeah. Portugal's fantastic. We lived there for a little while.
Oh yeah.
And I
It's
really
just like
I'm tired.
I can't imagine why.
It's been a long day. It's been it was really nice living there. It was hard, like not. I speak some Portuguese, but not. a
Okay.
ton. So that was a little bit hard, but you don't need Portuguese to visit there.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
It's a really pretty country.
And in Amsterdam, do most people speak English?
Oh, everyone speaks English to the
Okay.
point like my Portuguese after living there for like a year is light years better than my Dutch.
Really?
Yeah. I need to do better with my Dutch just to learn it.
Uh huh.
It's hard because you don't need it.
Yeah.
But at first,
That's so interesting.
And
That's
everyone speaks English in the city.
huh. If you go like out of the country, is that where Dutch is spoken?
I mean, it's still spoken in the city.
Okay.
But like if there's an English speaker in a group or something, they'll just switch to English
Okay.
immediately.
Huh.
And they speak it perfectly.
Okay.
And then even like you go into a cafe or a store or whatever, like
scary.
it's highly likely that the people speaking to you will default to English
Oh, interesting.
just out of habit, or
Okay.
that they may not be Dutch or non-Dutch speakers.
Tell me good
Okay.
things to watch. I'm more like
Are the schools bilingual there?
Sorry.
Are the
all
schools
midwife
Dutch
kind of,
English
so steer me
bilingual?
in that direction.
They do learn English very young.
Okay.
Yeah. So like little kids will even,
Even 2020s.
you know, might be a little hesitant with their English, but they can speak it.
Got it. Huh. Had you lived there before moving for this job?
Yep.
But you had passed. You travel like a ton.
Yeah. I had traveled there and we had really liked it.
Uh huh.
And had even said, you know, oh, this might be a place we would really like to live.
Okay.
So we did know that before we moved there.
Okay.
How many times a week do you have the waffles?
What's that?
How many times a week do you have the waffles?
Like the stroopwafels?
Yeah, the chocolate ones, you know, like hot on the street with slathered in chocolate.
Well, they have like the stroopwafels. You can get them dipped in chocolate.
Yeah.
I mean, we just get them when like people come to visit.
Really?
Yeah.
Not like every day.
Not like every day.
Oh.
But they are delicious, especially the really hot fresh ones.
They're the flat, skinny ones, right?
Yeah.
And then the Liege waffles are the fat.
Yeah, I like those.
I like
ones.
those, yeah.
I like those ones.
I don't think I've ever had a fresh stroopwafel. I've just had the ones for like there's a brand that makes them for like workouts.
Yeah.
That's the ones I've had.
The
So if
honey
you take
ones?
those and you put them like over your hot cup of coffee, it'll kind of melt the stroopwafel a little bit, and that's a little bit more how they
serve
are
them.
when they're fresh.
That makes sense.
Now, what is your experience of this? I was just telling them when we were there, living in Arizona where you don't ever go anywhere without like liquid on your body because you're in the desert.
Yeah.
Like nobody drinks water, and I couldn't believe it. And if the bottles are like this big, and if you go somewhere, you have to get like a tall glass, and you have to pour it in cups, and like it's just not like a hydrated society. Even like the coffee, and the teacups are like, I'm like, I need 5 of those, in one sitting.
The coffees are strong. They're a little bit strong.
But do you notice that? Like, do you feel like you're well?
Do you feel dehydrated?
I drink a ton of water, so...
Do you carry a water bottle with you? Where do you drink? How do you drink that water?
I don't... Well, a lot of times I work from home. When I'm working in the office, I do take a water bottle to the office and I fill it up. If I'm working from home, we have like a... So everyone there drinks a lot of sparkling water.
Yeah.
So we have a soda stream.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I fill up that thing like 4 times a day. I do drink a ton of water. I should have drank a bunch of water before. I think actually, like, I got up to but I had more.
I'm sorry you had a stressful day.
I had like really good and really this bleh. Whew. At the same time.
So have you gotten to meet Pete before?
No, I've never met him.
Me neither.
I was supposed to meet. They were supposed to come over to Christmas markets, and that was where he was going to propose. And then they closed all the Christmas markets. And this was, I guess, last year around this time, and everything was really shut down for the pandemic still. Because we were having more of those spikes. Oh,
That doesn't look good.
that's a big
really
roped off
doesn't
area.
look
That
good.
looks really bad. And so they went to New York instead, and that's where he proposed. But I was like, I miss meeting him.
That's a bummer.
I've gotten to meet him like 3 times. And
Yeah?
he's awesome.
Oh, I'm so
really
glad.
like him a lot. Yeah. He's just like super fun and sweet, and he takes such good care of Leah.
Aww.
I really was very because when I heard like how young he was, I was like, this sounds weird. But he is like, I was so impressed with him. Like, I would
so
want to be
glad.
friends with him apart from Leah.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed him so much.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I'm so happy for her.
Yay.
For them.
That's so exciting. I'm very excited to meet him. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, he'll be here tonight. Duh, it's not just girls hanging out.
Plus,
Yes.
I feel like if you can survive, like, being quarantined together, having just started dating, and you still
Yes.
like each other, that's really a good sign
Yeah,
for the future.
for
Is
sure.
that when they started dating?
Yes, like right before.
Yeah.
They kind of like moved in together
Yeah.
again
Yeah.
because of the
Yeah.
pandemic, right?
Yeah, they quarantined. They should be like there's stories about like people soliciting stories about COVID stuff.
COVID
like there's
couples.
a good COVID couples. I feel like they have a good story. They should get it published.
I know a few couples that went the opposite direction.
Oh,
so-
I've heard that too. Yeah.
yeah. A lot of
Like
people
I'm not
couldn't
used to spending
deal
this
with
much
each other.
time with
Yeah.
you. What do I do?
Well, I went from Chris traveling every single week to being trapped at home. You're like, what is
Like, that's different.
What is going
It was worse for him because when he travels, he works all day and then has like a steak dinner in a clean hotel room. So he was like, "What do you mean I'm doing homework and dishes?"
Thank
and
you.
watching movies?" That's what you're doing.
What does he do for work?
He's a partner at Deloitte.
Oh, okay.
He does SAP consulting.
Got it. I did the Accenture thing when I first,
He
right out of college.
worked at Accenture and then moved over here, downtown Chicago, and then moved to Deloitte. Thank you.
Thank you.
I was like, that sounds like a really familiar lifestyle.
You can?
Yes.
Okay. Something going on up there. They block the street
Oh,
where I
really?
go around. They're shooting. How's your day doing, Mika?
Pretty good. How about you?
Oh, I'm good, but very slow today.
Yeah. It's yucky weather.
Wow, beautiful decoration. See, lining up. It costs a lot of money for the light.